are making each and every day in our city and in cities throughout our country. So I just wanted to say that, but that's really not what I'm here to talk about right now. What I'm here to talk about is the fact that earlier this evening, Commissioner Regalado took a very cheap shot at me, which actually should come as no surprise because he's been sitting on this dais for over 10 years talking about half-truths and innuendos and rewriting history.
Mr. Mayor, I did not took a cheap shot. I just presented. Wait a minute. He just attacked an elected official of the city of Miami. You don't have the right because you have been living as mayor of Beverly Hills. And here is Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Chairman, I have the floor, don't I?
Well, you do have the floor, but you don't have to attack me.
Commissioner, you're out of order.
Guys. Oh, yeah, he's out of order.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I believe that this attack...
You have the floor, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I believe that this attack came when someone that apparently cannot maintain his cool indicated that I was living in Beverly Hills and that my office was spending $3.6 million in purchase orders. The facts are that purchase orders, which, by the way, I just learned tonight, we all have in all of our departments. And let me give you some examples of what is in those purchase orders. Two categories. One is something called blanket POs. So, for example, you will look at a purchase order for my office and you'll see $415,000 for Verizon Wireless. Now, I think you all agree that my office is not spending $415,000 on Verizon Wireless. Neither is your office's. What it is they put a blanket PO in our department so that when we purchase these services, that's where we get them from. I have something called SPEDX, which is $115,000. I have something called Sharp Business, $300,000. DHL, $88,000. So there's a significant amount of money that has to do with blanket purchase orders that are citywide. There's also a significant section, as you all well know, because you've been here for 8 years and saw how hard my office has worked to secure grants. And we have secured millions in grants for Elevate Miami, Children's Trust, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Miami Nice, the Parent Academy, Families First, the Homes Mentoring Initiative, after-school programs, and on and on and on. Millions of dollars. All of those payments are reflected through this office. It's interesting because if you look at Commissioner Regalado's purchase orders, he's got $250,000 for something called quality wiring. I assume he hasn't spent $250,000 in wiring for his office. He also has $115,000 for something called PEDX, $53,000 for Aramark refreshments, $21,000 for Nestle's. I assume he's not buying chocolate bars. $25,000 for coffee, $30,000 for photo labs. I assume he's not taking that many pictures. So personally, frankly, Commissioner, it is I that I am offended, because you should know better. Regrettably, you got this information from Charlie Cox and the unions, because we all know that today you are their mouthpiece. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
If I may, just to respond, and with all due respect to the mayor, I've been here 15 years now. There is not a single year in which my office budget has been over of what this commission and the manager has approved. Actually, there is a history of 15 years of our office never spending our allocation. We have been able to give this commission $80,000 of our office budget one year to supplement food for the elderly. We have been able to give $10,000 for the police in order to fight prostitution with overtime in Flagami. And the fact of the matter is that I pointed out that as part of the culture of spending, because every time that I come here in the morning, a lot of time, and I know that you have responsibilities because you are the face of the city of Miami. I see trucks bringing tables and and chairs and all that, because you have several activities. And the reason I pointed that out is because there was also, not from your office, what they call the afternoons or whatever in MRC with the drinks and all that. And I was pointing out because, Mr. Mayor, frankly, this city has been spending more than we should have. And now I know that you have done a good job, and I commend you for cutting the mayor's budget. $10,000 you cut from travel and per diem. You know that I have never ever spent one single cent in travel of the taxpayer money in the 15 years that I'm here. I had gone to Tallahassee by myself. I paid my trip. I just think that it's unfair to attack everyone, and I do agree with you that we need to do something about the salaries. I have also the cell phone bills from all the departments here. This Charlie Cox didn't give me this, nor he didn't give me this about the finance department and the people that they want to lay off and reduce. The fact of the matter is that employees are giving information, and I just want to tell you that I'm disappointed that you said that I took a cheap shot. I think it's about transparency. It's about telling the truth to the people, and I know that that you have done a good job selling Miami throughout the United States. That I commend you. But also, this city has been living like Beverly Hills, and you might not accept it, but that's the way it is. Personally, I'm willing. Number one, I have said on the record that the next mayor, should reduce